for you, ladies and gentlemen. One last item. And this last item is all about the man himself. Mr. Jordan, MC Jordan, should I say, come take your place. We're going to finish off with a good old-fashioned swing band number. We're going to play Crazy in Love.
Okay.
Charles Jordan, the man, the myth, the legend. Charles Jordan was born to humble humble beginnings in 1863. Here we can see a picture of Charles from the pre-colour photo era, when they used to colour in black and white photos. An enthusiastic performer, he studied at the Royal Northern College of Music, specialising in playing the organ. Here he is, playing an organ like one that might have existed back then. In 1982, a fresh-faced Charles began his teaching career at St Mary's. His metal certainly influenced his keen sense of style, and here he can be seen wearing a leather jacket that still makes appearances to this very day. Charles has always been a true family man, and he was followed to St Mary's by his wife Sue. Here, they can be seen posing as extras for an episode of Dallas. Known for being a versatile performer, here we can see Charles playing the trumpet, the double bass, and the Flying V SpongeBob SquarePants ukulele. And there's that leather jacket again. But let's not forget Charles's love of the organ. Charles claims to have the biggest organ in the world, but this remains unverified by the people at Guinness World Records. Here is Charles with his massive organ. A firm believer in the importance of extracurricular music making, Charles has been part of many ensembles over the years. Here he is playing the keyboard in the orchestra and ukulele in the ukulele orchestra. Sorry Charles, I know your ears aren't that good, so here you are playing the keyboard in the orchestra, and here you are playing in the ukulele orchestra. Charles has been a key part of the band for numerous school shows, although never Oliver. In case you don't recognise him in costume, he's this one, here. A man of many talents, who could forget his duet with Sue as Ozzy Osbourne and Cher performing Real Dead Ringer for Love. Wait, have I seen that jacket before somewhere? Not content with an Ozzy Osbourne impression, Charles has rubbed shoulders with music royalty. Here he can be seen with Black Sabbath, rocking out with Led Zeppelin, filling in for Gene Simmons in Kiss, jazzing, in fact, we think Charlie may have taught J.S. Bach. Charles has a keen sense of fun and is often as excitable as the children on school trips. But for many students, the lasting memory of MC Jordan will be his rapping performances. In that jacket. Always ready for a laugh, Charles has been a pleasure to work with. For 14 different music teachers. Although we're still trying to find the connection as to why 12 of them have left while Charles has been here. But whether you remember him as a man of action, the amateur radio enthusiast who taught his classes Morse code, St Mary's performer extraordinaire, or just a dapper man about town, I think it's fair to say that we will always remember the man, the myth, the legend. Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Jordan.
I'm the one that apparently has got to do the sensible bit, so
like to take this opportunity on behalf of everyone at St Mary's to thank you all for coming out on this glorious summer evening to support the students and the work that they've done. I'm sure you can agree they have put so much time and effort into this, as well as doing their studies. You know, so can we give them a massive round of applause? Two compares an amazing round of applause. And can I also thank you, parents, for all that you do with students. Often they're here staying after school, working with us late, and you're there to pick them up and take them home. So we can't do what we do after school, or even at weekends and things like that, if we didn't have you come in, helping, picking up and things like that. So from us, in particular, we want to say a massive thank you to you as parents. So thank you very much. Okay, I prepared a little speech. Okay, so I'm going to try this. If I offend you, Charlie, stop. Right, so, but before I do, I need to make an apology. Okay, so I believe there's a bit of confusion. So I'm going to apologise for the confusion that was caused by our advertising campaign about the memorial service. Okay, I didn't mean to offend. That was Mr. Elson's twisted sense of humour. As you can see, Charlie is still here, live and kicking. However, can I also thank you on behalf of Charlie and Sue, because I believe they had some lovely messages of condolence that many people sent. But the interesting thing was, Charlie never corrected them. On Facebook, they sent messages, he didn't correct them, all he did was like them. The damn thing is that people didn't click on. Either that, or they thought he was liking them from the afterlife. So, I apologise for that bit. Okay, but tonight is a night of mixed emotions, a special night. A night that marks the end of an era, and it's lovely to see so many of you here to share in this event for Mr. MC Charlie Jordan. He has become synonymous, I can't even say this, we went over this, didn't we, Louise? I can't even say the word. He's been closely connected to St Mary's, like bubble and squid, strawberries and cream, fish and chips, or Charlie's favourite, tuna and jacket potato, which he eats every lunchtime from the school canteen, and has helped it build up the man that we see in front of us today. At parents' evenings, it is very common for parents to start or finish their conversations with us with, is Mr. Jordan still here? And then begin a fond reminiscence about him as a teacher and the fun lessons that they can still remember. A very common tale is of classes of students being sat in a hut in the middle of the playground learning Morse code. Maybe that's the way we should teach it. So, there is also a tale which has become a little bit of folklore, and I believe this is true. I might be wrong, but we'll say it anyway. Apparently one day a gentleman from Birmingham phoned the college to say Charlie had contacted them on his CB radio that they used to have in his classroom. Apparently Charlie was locked out of his music hut, and or locked in his music hut even, and could somebody in the school please come across and let him out? I don't know if that's true, but apparently that's turned into a bit of folklore. At a time when many teachers are getting out of the profession, Charlie has dedicated his life to music education, and in particular has given 34 years to this college and the community around us. We sat down and we used all our fingers and toes to work out approximately how many children that would be. Granted, we're not maths teachers, that's why we teach music. We think he's taught approximately 9,000 children within the time he's been here. That in itself, I think, is absolutely amazing. He is very passionate about music and has tried to share that passion and appreciation for music with every one of those children over time. One of the things I really admire about Charlie is that it's about the kids. I really do admire that. Over time, he has seen off, is that the right word, many heads of music. Me, I'm still standing. But no matter who was in the music team, he was always there to give them his full backing and support. I can honestly say that Charlie has always been a helpful, supportive member of the department, doing jobs with a skip and a twinkle in his eyes. He can often be happily heard repeating the phrase, "I've got a music degree, you know." His taps. Over the years, he hasn't just taught the children, he has also shared his knowledge and passion with the staff that have passed through these doors, and he's made us better practitioners. Charlie is a very talented musician, though he can at times be very modest about this. We have been very, very, very lucky to have you in our department, and it's been a great honour to work with you. Aristotle said, "Music has the power of producing a certain effect on the moral character of the soul, and if it has the power to do this, it is clear that the young must be directed to music and must be educated in it." Gloria Estefan said, "One of the most beautiful things we can give our child is music education," which is what you've done, Charlie, and we really do appreciate it. So on behalf of all the children who have been lucky enough to work with you and the staff, we would like to thank you. So can we give Charlie Jordan 3 cheers? Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! And hip hip! Hooray! Okay, I'm now going to pass over to Sue. His beautiful wife is going to say a few things.
I didn't exactly expect to say this. I thought I was just going to pass it over to Bob. This is just a few of the memories of Charlie during his time here. Okay. One of the things that he did years ago was to play the Major General in the school production of Pirates of Penzance. And in that, he was following in his father's footsteps on stage in Gilbert and Sullivan. And not only did he take part, but our daughter sat on his knee. She must have been about 6 at the time, and she played his youngest daughter. He loved the role that he played. Loved learning the words of the patter songs. He used so many sort of convoluted words, almost like a rap only in Victorian times. And he loved learning the words, but he was actually more worried about showing his knees in the red nightshirt that he wore in the scene with the pirates. He could be described as a modern eccentric because he has so many hobbies and houses full of all this stuff to go with them. He has diverse interests and an eclectic taste in music. He loves astronomy and spends many hours setting up to take photographs of the stars and planets. You may have seen some of his photographs on YouTube or on Facebook. He's even taken photographs of the International Space Station as it flew over Trif, and that was quite recently. And that's one of his favourite mountains. Too often though it just clouds over just as he's about to take the photograph. He combined 2 hobbies of amateur radio and mountaineering with backpacking contests, setting up a tent, aerials and a radio at the top of mountains, including Snowdon, and that was probably one of the best ones because he was in the middle of a broadcast and this Dutch couple appeared and sort of stuck their heads in the tent and wanted to know what was going on. And he's entered so many contests he earned the title of Mountain Goat. This is a very touching memory for me because when he was a form teacher, his class welcomed our new son Michael to the world with a class mass, and that was very touching. He loves performing, whether it's playing the organ or singing rap. At lunchtime concerts at the Royal Northern College of Music, where he got his degree, dance. He got a standing ovation from his peers, from fellow students, because he was such a brilliant organist. And they made just as much noise as the kids do when he appears as Jay-Z, and you might have noticed one of the photographs with the cap and the sunglasses. His latest memorable performance is singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to Olivia, his very new granddaughter, who is now only 12 days old. Some people describe him as a daredevil. I'm nearly finished. Some people describe him as a daredevil with his hobbies of rock climbing or kayaking. I used to dread Saturday afternoons. He had this particular partner that he'd go climbing with, and I used to dread that time around about 3 o'clock because I'd get a phone call saying, "Sue, I'm at the hospital. Don't worry, it's not me." And Ted would have had an accident. I think he crushed his elbow at one point, but he was always safe. His latest escapade saw him careering down the Lamberis Pass, would you believe, on a fold-up bicycle, filming as he went. This film is now on YouTube if you wanted to see it. I hear it because he actually sounds like a chipmunk on it. So just look for Charlie Chipmunk and you'll find the video. A lover of music, gigs and concerts. We've spent many a happy hour listening to bands in pubs and theatres, particularly pubs. And at one performance, the singer, an ex-Lingham pupil, dedicated a song to him as the man who put her on the pathway of music and inspired her to sing. That's it.
Would you like to say something? Are you prepared? Are you prepared?
I'm overwhelmed with all this. I prepared a speech. I thought to do it from memory without making it. Extravaganza. Must have a quiet class. If I was standing at a bar next to the members of Led Zeppelin, I'd say to them, "It's been a long time." 1982, as he said, I came here. Some of you weren't even born then, except for Ollie. 1982, Mr. Elton, 1992. Number one in the charts at that time was a track called Survivor by Foreigner. So I've survived here for 34 years. And I've been working it out. When I started St Mary's, I'm the same age as Mr. Elton is now. But a lot younger than Mr. Sadler. I'd like to say how much I've enjoyed myself working with Dan and Ed. I'd like to say, I wouldn't have continued working if I didn't like them, and I do really enjoy the banter we have between us. So since retiring, I've always said since retiring from teaching properly, and coming in 2 days a week, it's like a hobby to me, so I'll be continuing all my hobbies which have been mentioned before. I'd like to thank, well, things haven't happened yet. I've put here what happened, it hasn't happened yet. But I'd like to thank the sixth former for what's going to happen soon. The sixth form, and everyone else taking part. I'd also like to thank Susan for putting up with me. And thanks you for a very memorable evening. I'll remember this for a long time. I think that's about it. Over and out.